Moshe Leyom HaShabbat Tov Leodo L'Adonai Uzamer L'Shimcha Elyon Uzamer L'Shimcha Elyon. Lo Meshane Ivata Neshane Ta'olam Ivata Neshane Ta'olam. Hey, get Shabbos. Ivata Az Yavo Ba'olam Ru'et Zekolim Lifanai Lo Meshane Iveta Neshane Ta'olam Iveta Nase Yachala Yelanu Ba En Davar Zelanura Nu'et Zekolim Lifanai Zelo Meshane Iveta Neshane
There we go. Try yours now, Leslie.
Hello?
There we go. It's not Shabbat if you don't have some microphone trouble at the beginning, I think.
You're good, Bryn.
Great.
Okay, so let's try this again. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So good to see you all. We are actually going to continue with our candle blessing at the top of page 4, and I would like to invite up some really special people in our back row. I'd like to invite up David and Dawn and Nathaniel and Samantha and their older brothers, Michael and Daniel. If you all want to come on up. We have to give these little ones their name this evening. So it's a really special night for this family and a special night for our community. Mr. Nate, can you come up here with us? I have something for you, though. Come on up, I have something for you. And we need your help. We need your help. Your whole family up here, these little ones and their older brothers and the parents, such a special evening. So Dawn, if you don't mind, I'd love for you to come over. We'll start by lighting our candles. We're at the top of page 6.
I don't think page 6. Page 5.
Oh, sorry. I must have an older copy. to start off. You want to hold something for me? You want to hold this for me? Nathaniel, can you hold this for me? You want to hold it? Oh, thank you. So we are going to start off with a special blessing for your whole family, saying thank you that through one miracle after another, we are here, we have these beautiful children, and we are going to give them their name tonight. So we will start with the Shehechiyanu.
I need my mic.
Oh, sorry.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
We are so grateful to get to this moment, and I'd like to hand the microphone over to both of you so you can share a little bit about these sweet little ones and their names and why you chose their names.
Thank you so much. So I think actually David goes first. All right. Well, we're going to start with this little princess. Daughter, I am humbled and honored to have carried and birthed you. I give you the name of Shifra, the midwife who stood up to Pharaoh and did what was right even when it was hard. I also give you the name of Lila in honor of your grandmother Leola and your grandmother Leila. Even in the darkness of the night, the stars shine down on us. And in times of darkness, may you, little one, never lose sight of the light around you.
Son, been blessed with the gift of your new life. Through lots of prayer and some science too, you're truly a gift to us, which is why we give you the name Nathaniel. Ohanan reminds us of your grandpa. Judy Elaine means grace. Through our loving example, your mom and I hope to teach you to become a gracious and loving person, a sense of your own worth, respect for others.
And then together, David and I. All right. So together, David and I dedicate ourselves to providing homes filled with the values and joys of Torah, and we hope that these children will grow to cherish and emulate these ideals.
Amen. Perfect. So, we wrap you and your sister both in this so we can give you your Hebrew names. Is that okay?
Okay, we'll wrap you
Can you wrap your sister in it? Can you help wrap her in it? Oh, there we go.
So we're going to give the two of you your names, your special names in Hebrew, and we hope that you will always, every time you're in this synagogue and everywhere you go, you will know that there are people who love you, who will wrap their arms and their community around you like you are wrapped right now, who will always be there to support you and love you. So we give you these names. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu kayam et ha'yeladim. Hazel avivu lima, Rashmo b'Yisrael, Netanel Elchana, Benogamaya, Menachem Yitzchak, B'Shifra Laila, Noga Maya. We hope that both of you will have lives of goodness and lives of peace. We hope that your good words will always come forth from your mouth, and that there will be more light in the world because of you.
We have these beautiful certificates that we're giving them that have the name, and their names are on them.
We welcome the angels of Shabbos. Page 6. You're right, the Torahs are in there, kiddo. Hey, Nicole knows that's where Rabbi Susan sleeps, back in the yard. We welcome the angels of Shabbos. We welcome each other. Invite you to turn to those around you and introduce yourselves. If you know them, wish them a good Shabbos. If you don't know them, wish them a good Shabbos. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashem, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei we ask for blessing. Huni leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, mi melech, malachei amlachim, hakadosh baruch Hu. Tzedchem, we say goodbye. Tzedchem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei It's traditional to sing Shalom Aleichem 3 times. To not skip any of those times, but to always sing it 3 times, unless someone's hungry. It's a true tradition. You only sing it once if someone's hungry. It's true.
Hungry?
Are you hungry? No, so we should sing it more? We welcome each other. We welcome Shabbos. We welcome this palace in time. This space that we are creating. We welcome it. Everything's about the food. And in fact, we've got a potluck afterwards, so come and join us. As we gather together, we welcome Shabbos on this week that is Leonard Nimoy's yahrzeit. This week of Spock's yahrzeit. Andrew, you got to show off your shirt later.
Wait, we have to do the pre-sleep benediction.
We welcome Shabbos. We welcome a different world. We welcome a moment that is a taste of what the world could be, of the world to come. Page 8. Chadodi. Ya la 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 lechadodi, Yay, day, day. Ya la 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 la, likras kala. Ya la 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 la, B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat nika abela. Shomor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Ishmiyanu elam yuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad. L'shemo tiferet ve'litzilah. Page 9. Likra Shabbat, lechu v'nechad, ki himakor ma'arecha, merosh mikedem mesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshav tila. Welcome Shabbos, like a bride, like a wedding, like a world changing. Boi v'shalom, atzeret bala, gam b'simcha, u'b'zola. Segula, boi chala, yada ya la 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 lechadodi, ya la 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 likraskala, ya la 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nika.
Can turn back around and we will remain standing for the Baruch Hu, which is on pages 10 and 11. So I recently got a new prayer book. It came in the mail yesterday. It's called Sidur HaKohanot, a Hebrew priestess prayer book. And so I wanted to share with you what they wrote before the Baruch Hu. Shekhinah precedes the universe by myriad years, and is many years afterward. The glory of the universe is above and below, deep and profound. It is in the east and west, north and south. It is an all, and it is all. We rise and give thanks in our heart. We're on page 12. Ma'ariv Aravim, you who open up the gates of time. Ma'ariv Aravim, you who flow each moment so sublime. Ma'ariv Aravim, you who cycle forth the seasons. You who give life reason. Ma'ariv Aravim, you who roll the dark and spill the light. You who shine the day and soft the night.
Bottom of page 12. Back away from our world. Back away from the big things that feel so big. From the small things that feel so big. Zoom out so we can take that next breath. Adonai, Amari, Aravi, Baruch, Ata Adonai, Amari, Aravi. Turn to page 14. Turn to page 14 as we take a moment to let go of the dualities. Let go of that which separates you from I. Shema Yisrael, the Torah says, listen. That which was, that which is, that which will be, this is what we mean by that word God. That which was, that which is, that which will be, in the end, one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema
So we always say the Shema is in a love sandwich, that the blessing that precedes it and the blessing after it are both about love. One is about receiving love, and the other is about putting love out into our world. And so in honor of Leonard Nimoy's yahrzeit, I thought I would bring in one of his poems that I feel like really kind of captures this moment of love in our Siddur. I am not immortal. Whatever I put off for later may never be. Whoever doesn't know now that I love them may never know. I have killed time. I have squandered it. I have lost days and weeks. As a man of unlimited wealth might drop coins back on the street and never look back. I know now that there will be an end, a limit, but there is time, valuable and precious time to walk, talk, and breathe, time to touch, taste, and care, to warm the child who is cold and lonely. There is time for love. I promise myself. I will. I am. I am ready. I am ready to give. I am ready to give and to receive. I am ready to give and to receive love. We join together in the words of Ve'ahavta on page 16. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha levetecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochvecha uv'kumecha ukshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafo ben einecha uchtavtam al mezuzo beitecha uvihisharecha Leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim le'Elohechem ahani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etechem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet.
Purim is coming. Purim is coming. And I've been thinking a lot about how we read the Megillah. How we read this scroll of Esther. How we tell this story of the capriciousness of life and the capriciousness of politics. How we tell this story of almost being wiped out. I've been thinking of this tradition of reading the scroll while people are intoxicated. There's something to it. Because if you get intoxicated, you don't notice the end of the book of Esther. It's so hard to look at the end of the book of Esther. They came to kill us. And so we destroyed them. The end of the book of Esther has us in vengeance murdering thousands and thousands. We don't like to tell the story of the end of Esther. So we have the ethics of Purim, and we we always have the ethics of Passover to counter it. Once a year, we lean into Purim, to that darkness, to that notion that we can be evil, that Amalek lives within us just as Amalek lives in others. Twice a day, we lean into Michamocha. Let us do better than that. Let us do better than Purim. Let us strive towards Pesach. Let us strive towards an ethic that says not that you came to hurt us, so we will hurt you, but that we have been hurt. And we will do everything we can to make sure that no one else knows what that is like. Page 18. Yiridum, yidiyaido, yididaido. Yiridum, yidiyaido, yididaido. Yiridum, yidiyaido, yididaido, yididaido, yididaido. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neda b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osef ele, nora tehilot, osef ele, yadai, yom tididai, oh, 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 yom tididai, yididum, yididai-do, yididai-da-do, yididum, yididai-do, yididai-da-do. Ba'alechutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze Eli, anu ve'yamru Adonai yimlok le'olam va'ed, yadai, yadai, yom tididai, oh, 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 yom tididai, yididum, yididai, oh, yididai, oh, yididum, yididai, oh, yididai, oh. V'ne'emar kifada Adonai et Yaakov, uga'alo meyad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael, yadai, yadai, yom tididai, oh, 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 yom tididai, yididum, yididai, oh, yididai, oh, yididum, yididai, oh, yididai, oh. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neda b'kodesh.
Page 20.
Been thinking about a priest all week. Father Mitch, here in town. I don't know Father Mitch's last name because everyone calls him Father Mitch. Does anyone know Father Mitch? He's Catholic.
Well, you could be an
They're
Episcopalian.
Episcopal priests.
Yeah, you could be an Episcopal.
Some of my best friends are Episcopal priests.
Mine too. Many.
We were down in Jeff City a couple weeks ago, listening to the bullies that run our state talk about some of the most vulnerable kids in our state as if they are broken, as if there is something wrong with them that the government needs to change. We listed listen to the official representative of the Archdiocese stand up and support these bills. And then came Father Mitch, knowing that the words that he would say were going to cause a rupture in his career, knowing that the words that he was going to say were going to give hope. So Father Mitch walked up to the microphone and he said, I believe these children are not broken, and I believe God is bigger than any binary. It's hard to have hope sometimes. And then there's Father Mitch. We gotta be each other's light. We gotta be each other's hope. We gotta be each other's inspiration to do better, to reach better, to build better. Convinced we can't light the way for ourselves. We can't be our own hope givers. We can only give to each other. Page 20. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. We like good trouble at CRC. Allow us to lie and rise in peace. Shalom. Allow us to lie and rise in peace. Shalom. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ufros aleinu sukkah, sukkah shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukkah shlomecha. And cover over us tonight with a sukkah shalom, a shelter of peace for you, those you love. A sukkah shalom over all creation, over all creation, over all creation. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. V'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. V'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim.
We move into tefillah, our time for prayer. This is a translated Yiddish poem. Ribbons and pearls in a web of golden thread. The mother of mothers sits overhead. As she weaves, her magic unfurls. She casts her blessings over the whole world. Amen va'amen, this we know. A better world will grow from the seeds that we sow. And as she speaks, she gives blessing to this week. She casts off our fears and weaves wonder through our years. And if we ground her in our hearts, the healing of this world will start. Please rise as you are able for tefillah on page 23.
Sefata Tifta. Ananana Ufiagid. Ufiagid Tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Sefata Tifta. Ananana Ufiagid. Ufiagid Tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Sefata Tifta. Ananana Ufiagid. Ufiagid Tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Sefata Tifta. Ananana Ufiagid. Ufiagid Tehilatecha. Take a moment for the Amidah, for the prayers of our hearts. The Amidah goes through page 32. You may be seated whenever you are done. Hearts nourished by prayer. The gates of possibility a little more open. Take a moment for a prayer for healing. Prayer of refuah. Prayer of refuat hanefesh, of healing of our bodies. Prayer of refuat haguf, our bodies and of our souls. thinking of someone right now. If you'd like to share their name, someone in need of a little bit of healing, I invite you to put up a hand or rise. Some other way we can acknowledge you. Hear the names. Nicole, did you have a name you wanted to share, sweetie? No? Okay. Karen? I
Okay.
thinking of him. Thinking of her.
Volodymyr Zelensky.
Sage. I thank you. Yeah, Bryn.
For Randy Kaplan, who's not been responding well to cancer treatments.
Thinking of her. Yeah, Josiah. Oh my God.
Aw.
Oh my God. Thinking of your whole family. Your whole family right now. Becky, do we have names from the stream?
We're praying for all trans kids, David, Elizabeth, and Rudy.
We are sending healing blessings to Weston Krug and Lori Schmidt, Travis Brown and Vicky Wegner, Kiki Chow and Michal Bat Zacharia Varicha, Honore Allen and Reverend Barbie Click, Robert Avery and Matt Braun, Jane Grady and Sister Carla May Streeter, Ruth Mascow and Anna Navarro, Alan Leibowitz and Sfira Bagadi-Dovasara, Jeff Raffleson and Vicky Freeman and Michael DePlacido, Steve Arnold and Chavasara and Hannah Roberts, Marilyn Weiss, Kalani Chappell and Maggie Bradford, Jordan Cronemer and Drew Patchen, Robert Shepard and Meredith Berkowitz.
Baba who went into hospice this week.
Thanks, Leslie.
Say Baruch atah Adonai Rofeh HaCholim.
Cholim.
Blessed is the source of goodness that calls us to the sacred work of healing. Say
Amen.
Amen. All right, everyone to rise as we begin to end our services. Page 38, Aleinu.
So
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tekidu l'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chor hamonam, v'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו וגובה מרומים הוא אלוהינו אין עוד אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו כך כתוב בתורתו וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו May be seated.
At the very end of our service, we take a few moments to remember those who are no longer with us. This is a poem based on a teaching from Reb Nachman of Breslov, and it says, "The whole wide world is a very narrow bridge. Don't be afraid of it. The whole wide world is a very narrow bridge. The whole wide world is a very narrow thread. I think I'll follow it. The whole wide world is a very narrow thread. The whole wide world is abundant colored string, scarlet, purple, blue, and green. The whole wide world is abundant colored string. The whole wide world is in the weaver's hand, fire, water, air, and land. The whole wide world is in the weaver's hand. The whole wide world is the sacred work of love, earth and heaven, moon and sun. The whole wide world is the sacred work of love. The whole wide world is many strands in one, those who've come and those who have gone. The whole wide world is many strands in one. A very narrow bridge, very narrow thread, abundant colored string in the weaver's hand. The sacred work of love, many strands in one. The whole wide world is a very narrow bridge." If you're observing a yard site or have lost someone recently, or you're just thinking of someone and you want to share their name, I invite you to rise so we can hear all the names you want to share. So we'll go around. Ellen Sherman. Yes, thank you. May her memory be a blessing. Aw.
Robert Tucker, blessed memory. I'm glad you're here to say his name. Sarah? Your grandma and grandpa. Have a blessed blessed, blessed memory. Karen? Your grandpa Walter. Did he have a grandpa name? Grandpa.
That's a grandpa
And
name.
your grandparents, did they have grandpa names? Grandparents? Oh, different grandparents.
But no, it's just grandpa, one was Nana, one was son.
Blessed memory. For your mom, for your wife, of a blessed, blessed memory. Zichronam levracha. Blessed memory. For Barry. For your dad, for Barry. Becky, do we have names from the stream?
I have two names.
Yeah,
Walter
please.
Lazenby was Paul Oakley's partner, and Barbara Lieberman.
And it's my grandma's yard side on Sunday.
Karen's
We
wife.
have a number of names from the stream.
Please.
Jean-Michel Decken, Myra and Robert Levine, Sam Liss, Mr. and Mrs. Jean Hackman, Ruth, Evan, Judy,
I saw that.
Kurt, Jasmine, Donald, Marlene, Denise Ehrlich, Judy Tippett, Naomi, Minka, Magda, and Genka.
Thanks, Becky. And we remember those who our CRC community has lost in this past year. Randy's college roommate, Zach, Terry Riley, we said Ellen Sherman, and Bob Duffy, and Lizzie Wolf, and Phyllis Goodfriend, and Benson Portnoy, and Lois Alper, and Bunny Shopper, Kenneth Bach, and Vivian Eveloff, Emmanuel Bender, and Sam Fox, Molly Ann Portman, and Gerald Siegel, and Sammy Schaas, Susan Koppelman, and Carl Smith, Bette Miller, and Sherry Fox, Morris Tamsky, and Marilyn Schreier, and Keenan Thimangu, Ron Kramer, and Dr. Eduardo Sladopolsky, Eleanor Simpson, and Gary Sewell, Ann Lee Frank, and Rhonda Banford, and Ralph Wafer.
As always, think of those on every side of every border, of all of those innocents in Gaza who have lost their lives, all of those innocents everywhere, of all of those Israelis kidnapped who did not come home. So we rise as we are able, as we mourn, as we say these words, as we commit to creating a better world in honor of those who we have lost. Page 41.
Yikadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mivarach le'olam ulamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal, shmei dekudashah barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shira, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom v'imromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, Amen.
Say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol
Yisrael. Vayimru, vayimru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Zichronam livracha. May the memories of all of those that we miss be a blessing in our lives. And we say,
Amen. I was just going to give a couple announcements.
you may be seated.
Oh, you can be seated. Just a couple announcements because I know we're all hungry and we want to go eat together. Hospitals don't call us anymore. This has been a long time thing, but we're announcing it. Hospitals don't call us, so if you aren't well or your friend isn't well or you find out about someone who isn't well and you think we should know or you think they'd like a visit, we would love for you to tell us because if you don't tell us, we probably don't know. So please tell us if anything that goes on, and we have Mitzvah Corps, which is our group that takes care of people in our community. They will help as well, so we'd love to hear from you. There's a prospective member brunch tomorrow after services. So if you're thinking about becoming a member, you should by all means join us. Along with that, after services, there's a religious events committee tomorrow.
For folks who would be interested in helping to plan the various parts of Passover that will happen at CRC, from the koshering of the kitchens to setting up I don't know what you call it when you help to match people for Seders.
Matching
Maybe that's
people
just
for
what you call it,
Seders.
matching people for Seders, to all the Pesach
How to make salt
stuff.
water.
So if you'd like to help be a part of that and creating Pesach at CRC, join us after services tomorrow in my office.
I'm going to run through these because I know they're on the bulletin board, but just so they're said, 20s and 30s Night Out is March 5th at Urban Chestnut. Trinity Food Ministry Info Meeting is March 6th here at 5:30. And then with Purim coming, the Purim Carnival is March 9th at 1. And the Megillah reading is on Thursday, March 13th at 7.
So before we say good Shabbos, before we head to the potluck in there, and if you didn't bring anything, don't worry. You can have Schnorr's luck also, where, as they say on Daniel Tiger, you get what you get and you don't get upset. No, we have all sorts of extra main dishes for anyone and everyone. So please, even if you didn't know about the potluck and you'd like to stay for Shabbos dinner, please come and join us. Let's give each other a blessing.
Put our arms around each other. Oh, it's a Leonard Nimoy blessing.
Oh, there you
Tonight
go.
it can be the Leonard Nimoy blessing.
Yivirechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Live long and prosper.
Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May we take some of the light and the love of being together and bring it into our hearts where we need it and cast it out into a world which needs it. Yis Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
And above all else, may we be blessed with the gift of peace, more peace in our hearts, our homes, our communities, and our world. And we say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
And inspired by Volodymyr Zelensky, may we speak truth to power.
Oh my God, poor man. Look at it. At it? I brought it. Usually I like the mic.
But it needs to be explained. Oh. Okay, we'll make sure it is. Yes, thank you. You need to explain.
Don olam asher We're in the key of F. והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשילו להכפילה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמזרח, והמזרח. והוא אלי וחי גואלי, וצור לי בצרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא, ביום אקרא. בידו אפקיד רוחי, ועת אישה ואהילה, ואם רוחי גבירתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא, ולא יירא. We didn't thank the three of you, but thank you, you three.
Oh, like we know this?
I don't know. You know how Bryn is.